Check out this message Lil Wayne posted on Twitter. He said, quote, "Prank call, Maine." Now, he spelled call with a K, and he said Maine, M-A-N-E. Now, let me decode that. That's colloquial coon for prank call, man. As in, someone made a prank call to him or about him. You see, the trouble all started when police received a 911 call from a man claiming he just shot 4 people at Lil Wayne's Miami mansion. The alleged 911 call, posted by the SWAT Goz, is posted at the end of my blog. Also, TMZ posted it as well. So I have both of those audio files or whatever on my blog, and you can check it out for yourself. Now, check out this news story about the incident from celebrity.yahoo.com. Then I'll read the TMZ story to you. Then I'll give my opinion. Celebrity.yahoo.com writes, and I quote, "Miami Beach police have found no victims at Lil Wayne's Miami Beach home where a shoot was reported earlier Wednesday. We can say for sure it was a hoax," Miami Beach Police Public Information Officer Ernesto said. Rodriguez also confirmed the police found no victims during an extensive search through the 15,000 square foot, 8-bedroom, 10-bathroom home. Wednesday morning, someone called the Miami Beach Police non-emergency line to say he had shot 4 people inside the rapper's home on Gorce Island, a small island off Miami Beach. After a 2-hour search, no victims were found. Police were also not able to find the person who made the call. Now suspected to have been swatting. Swatting is the act of calling in a fake emergency, and it is very common in South Florida. Soon after police responded to reports of the shooting, Wayne's Facebook page for his record label Young Money, with which he has an ongoing feud, clarified that the rapper, real name Dwayne Carter, was not in the home at the time and he is safe. Wayne was in Miami, at least as recently as yesterday, when he tweeted a video of himself skateboarding at a skate park in the city. Quote, "Wayne is okay, wasn't home during alleged events." That was sent out by the Young Money site Twitter handle. Just last Saturday, police were called to the same home after neighbors reported someone lurking outside. However, that man was never arrested and he was on public property when the police arrived. According to the Associated Press, Wayne's home was recently assessed at $9.4 million. His neighbors have described him as a real good neighbor to Miami's WSVN, end quote. I don't know what the hell the price of his house or what his neighbors have to do with anything. Anyway, here's what TMZ had to say about it. Quote, "We just got a recording of the call made to Miami Beach cops Wednesday where a guy claims he just shot 4 people at Lil Wayne's house. And sounds like he's making it all up as he goes along. Cops descended on Wayne's mansion despite the fact the guy promised a firefight with officers. He claimed he would, quote, kill anyone and everything. Police clearly did the right thing responding, but listen carefully as the dispatcher asks a slew of questions. It really does sound like swatting from the get-go. By the way, cops are on the hunt for the swatter," end quote. Here's my opinion. First of all, let me further define swatting. Swatting is when someone calls the police and falsely reports a crime, and the police and or SWAT come by your home, wasting tax dollars, manpower, and endangering people who actually need police and SWAT presence. You don't hear about the growing problem of swatting in the mainstream media because young white males are usually the ones who make these criminal calls, and the news doesn't want to incriminate young white men. On a side note, a group of men showing up at Lil Wayne's house and him shooting them in self-defense reminds me of a song from the 90s. Biggie Smalls, aka the Notorious B.I.G., had a song called Warning. Now in that song, it's basically a phone conversation of Biggie and his friend discussing some old acquaintances who now have it out for him, and how Biggie is prepared to go to war with them. At the end of the song, he said, hold on, I hear somebody coming. After that, 2 men were attempting to infiltrate his fortress of a home. He pulled out his gun with a red beam, and the men are heard saying, "You got a red dot in your head." Then the other man says, "You got a red dot in your head too." Then they simultaneously say, "Oh shit," bang, bang. 2 shots rang out, and that's all she wrote in the song. Well, this stupid story reminds me of that song. That's all I got for you. Just random thought. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channel. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com. TMZ.com for more. You know, we really got to stop the swatting thing. What a waste of freaking tax dollars. Ugh. But just like white women in the schools fucking their students, you know, it goes ignored. And certain other things that typically Caucasian people do, so-called white-collar crime, you know, stealing money, the different bailouts and things, because anyway, you know what time it is. Meat Magazine.